What's going on, folks, man? Welcome back to the set where I am your boy, Money Matt. And if you've watched any content here on this channel, you know that I rock the Ray-Ban Metas quite often, actually. Well, sometimes they get a little heavy, but now that I am like in that period of my life where I am actually running, being more active, I've kind of shifted my focus to things that, help me out during that. I bought mad running shoes to try to figure out which one is the best. And we got that down pat. We got the vest down pat with hold my stuff, to hold my water, all of that stuff. So we're good. The only thing I had an issue with was these and my normal glasses. I wore these because they have the music in them, obviously, and sometimes I like to capture a picture along the race, right? Or the daily run and get my information tracked by Strava, whatever, right? But these are heavy and they always slide off my nose, even if I put the plastic inserts on the side of these. It still was a pain in my neck. So I had two options. Get the Ray-Ban, no, not the Ray-Ban, the Oakley Meta Vanguards at $499. Cool. Or I checked these out. The Chamelo Music Shields. I was about to say running shield, but it's music shields. And these are actually the Gen 2s. And what they say here on the box is audio sports sunglasses with instant tint control. That is the feature that got me. Now, there was a thing of me figuring out, hey, do I actually need another pair of glasses with a camera on them? I didn't necessarily need the Vanguards for that. They were stylish. They held on people's face for all the reviews that I heard and watched. So I was like, but these at $260 without the camera, I still get the music, so I don't have to wear earbuds. And they have that one feature that went viral, the tint control. So we got them here on the set. We're gonna try them out and see just how well the tint control is, how the music sounds, and take them out for a run and see if they actually stay in place. Because I've seen a lot of videos, but I don't think I've seen a lot where people are actually out running with them on. So we're gonna do that and see if they stay in place and whether this $260 purchase was well worth it. So yeah, let's get them open and see what's in the box. Yeah, the presentation is kind of crazy though. I don't like it. Oh, I got my man Stephon Marbury on there, man. That dude was the beast back in the day. So the killer feature again with these glasses is the ability for them to change the tint on the fly, right? But we'll get into that stuff a little later. We got some other stuff here in the box. Nothing crazy. We got a dope sticker that my daughter will actually be happy that I gave it to her, and a user's manual. Let's see if we got anything else down here. Nope. Oh, it looks like we have our charging cable. Let's see what kind of charging cable that we actually have in the box here. This is the case. Well, this is a pouch right here. And, oh, cool. If you just wanted to carry the pouch around, you put that in your bag and keep it pushing. And for here, it is a proprietary cable charger with a USB-C end on there. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just curious to see if they slide on my face and how the music sounds. It's the only thing I really care about. The tint control, all right, that's a dope concept. And I've seen a lot of people enamored by it, but we're gonna put it to the test here and see just how well it actually does. So let's get at it, man. Let's go get some sun. All right, so we're outside. We got the Chamelo Music Shield Gen 2s. We finally got them out the box, got them charged up, and we got them on our face. And as you can tell, the fit and feel actually feels really good. It took a minute for them to charge up. It was the first time I actually got a device and it was actually dead out the box. But these were released, and I've seen a lot of videos again on these, but they were on the Gen 1s that came out last year. The Gen 2s just came out here May of 2026, and that's what these are. It's supposed to be better improvement with the speakers, better fit, and the nose bridge has been redone on those. Supposedly they did some stuff with the tint too. As you can see, I have no tint right now. Bam, we just added more tint just like that with that electrochromic film that's on these. It's actually pretty good. We're gonna wait till it get a little warmer, well, a little cooler outside, and we're actually gonna take these on a run. And yeah, I gotta hold my camera at the same time, so that run ain't gonna be spectacular, but we're gonna put it to the test and see if it actually will stay in place while we actually running, because that was the whole point of me getting these. The music, yeah, let me tell you, I have the Meta Gen 2s, right? The Meta Ray-Ban Gen 2s. The music is okay, but these are really loud, like really, really loud. Probably about maybe 20% louder than that. So be wary if you are gonna get these and play music around, you know, people, because they will be able to hear that, especially if you're on the phone with people. Yeah, it's gonna sound real weird. Some people don't care, because some people walk around with speakerphone on all the damn time. Not cool. But let's get to this run, man, and get some tunes going on this thing. There's no app, there's no nothing. When you turn it on, you open your Bluetooth settings and you connect it, and you good at that point. So real simple. Didn't need the camera, but yeah. But let's get this run in and see how they go, and we'll finish it off back inside the lab. These actually might be my new dailies. Didn't get to go on a run yesterday because shortly after filming the video, yeah, it's Central Florida, and yeah, Mother Nature happened. So we're gonna try to get that in this morning. Gotta go pick up the son from football practice, but yeah, we're gonna try to get it in this morning and see. But I had these things on for the vast majority of the day in the house yesterday, like a crazy person, looking like somebody from Daft Punk. But that goes to show you how comfortable they are and how lightweight they are. And the music, actually, again, the music is so loud. Like I had to turn it down just a little bit, because what I was listening to didn't necessarily want the 5-year-old listening to that. So yeah, even wearing them on the top of my head in this fashion here, can't really see it, but yeah, wearing them up top like that, like I just wasn't ready to fully put them on all the way just because the music was playing. That was actually clutch too. So, but we're gonna get this run in today, man. I promise we're gonna get this run in and see if these things are gonna hold up. I think they are going to hold up though. So but yeah, we're gonna get out there and get into it today. So see you in a minute. They seem to be holding up. No shaking, no none of that. I'm digging them. I'm digging them a lot. All right, so break time. About a mile in right now. It's hot as bejesus out here, but even with that, with all the sweat and all that goes on when running, they ain't slipped. Not once. And again, the music is dumb loud. So let's finish this 5K off. Might have made a slight miscalculation. Well, a mistake. Like I said, I had these on all day yesterday when I got them in the mail. Just walking around listening to music. What I didn't do is charge them last night. Now, I'm at 20% and the glasses are beeping at me. So I want to see how this is gonna actually work. See, some complaints about the older ones were when the battery dies, they automatically default to the lighter shade position, which makes sense since the power in the glasses is powering the cells in the glasses to make them darker. So we got 20% left, more than half, 1.5 miles to go. Yikes. Let's see what happens. All right, so we just finished up. Don't mind the sweatband. I'm on 5% for sure. That's so apropos, right? They made it. do the entire run with 20%, which is, I guess that's good. That's typical, right? But that beeping was constant. Like I say, every 2 minutes or so, it was beeping me, reminding me that the battery was about to die. So, haven't checked the percentage, but I know I'm done. 39 minutes. It's a little slow, but it's hot as hell today. So, yeah, we got it done. Let's finish this review off. Okay, so one thing that I did forget is, well, I didn't say I forgot, but I didn't know that once the glasses die from the Bluetooth, the battery still works for the tint. And that was one of my concerns. Okay, so we back in. Now, the question is, did these actually solve the problem that I had at the beginning of the video? And honestly, yeah, they did. They stayed on my face, as you've seen, during the entire run. No constant pushing them back, no annoying bouncing every time I pick up the pace. There was no feeling like they were about to launch off my head again when I pick up pace. So that alone makes these a win for me. They're not perfect though. They're, yeah, coming from the smart glasses that I owned before, I understand it's two different use cases. But if you're looking for a pair of smart glasses that can record your run, answer questions with AI, or just straight up replace your Meta Ray-Bans, these aren't it. There's no camera. And let's say you decide that that's more important, then yeah, you kind of lost at that point. Because these ain't it. Do you want to create content, or do you just want a better fit and have your music on the run with the ability to change the tint on request? For me, these actually surprise me. Like, the music sounds notably better than what I have in my Meta Ray-Bans. The electronic tint control is still one of those features for me that just never gets old. Being able to switch from clear to dark with a touch of a button is genuinely useful, especially here in Florida where it go from bright sunshine to when it's thunderstorm, and like the day before yesterday, that's why I couldn't do it. And the fit, that's the biggest upgrade for me compared to what I was using before, suffering through my runs. These felt secure all the way through the finish. And talk about the sweat, that's a different story. That's a personal thing, but yeah, it doesn't messes up your view as much as you think it would. So yeah, but for the numbers, right? These Gen 2s carry an IPX4 water resistance rating, so they built to handle sweat, light rain, but I wouldn't go swimming in them. They're for running, everyday workouts. They're perfect in that aspect. Battery life is rated up to 6 hours of continuous music playback, and in my experience, that's enough to get me through several runs before needing to recharge, which I didn't do on this run, but they held their own. Charging is quick because they use a magnetic cable here, so you're not fighting on the tiny ports after your workouts. You just slap it on the magnet and you're good. Now again, the electronic tint on these is just one of those features that definitely stands out. With multiple tint levels available for you, you can adjust it as needed, and that is clutch. And while these don't have a camera, the speakers do the job very, very well. They're open ear, you can still hear surroundings, but again, they are loud. But again, you still will be able to hear your surroundings, and that safety is paramount when you're talking about running outside. Yeah, even in the evening time, and you can get lost in the music. So would I spend nearly $500 on the Meta Oakley Ray-Bans? I mean, Meta Oakley Vanguard. Why do I keep saying Ray-Bans? On the Vanguards. I kind of think so, because if you see here, I went and tried them on, and I shouldn't have done that. This isn't about Oakley Vanguards right now, but I'm gonna have to get them in, and we're gonna have to do a comparison on the fit, the feel between the two while we're running. So stay tuned for that. By the way, if you have not done so already, hit that like and subscribe button right now. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Help us get more content in front of people here on the set and YouTube. So yeah, we can continue to grow. But for me, these are absolutely worth $260. And if you can catch them on sale, again, these are the Gen 2. So everything that they set out to do as far as improvements, the things that people were talking about, they kind of did. So let's give this a set score. For me, the Chamelo Music Shield Gen 2s get a solid 8.5 out of 10 for me. You add a quality camera to these, the next generation, keep the fit, keep the electronic tint, keep the feel, and then these will be an absolute home run. These will actually give the Oakley Vanguards a run for its money. Like, it'll be a no-brainer at that point, because this has something that the Oakleys do not. So I want to hear from you. Would you rather spend $260 on these? Let's get them on, right? Or spend almost $500 or $500 plus on the Oakley Vanguards just for the camera and some of the added software features with the AI. But I understand a lot of people aren't as heavy on Meta. So if you fancy something like this for a fraction of the cost of the Vanguards, let me know down in the comment section below, because that's the quandary that I am stuck in right now, because I already ordered the Vanguards. They're on the way. So when we get those in, we're going to take those and we're going to give them the same treatment that we gave the Music Shields. So yeah, looking forward to those. Actually, I went to Best Buy and I tried them on, and I already knew I shouldn't have did that. I should have just let it be. But no, we had to be extra and go try them on. And yeah, but we're going to put them through its paces. So if you have not done so, hit that like and subscribe button. If this video was educational for you, as far we'll go to say entertaining, please hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on the Music Shields Gen 2s. And if you have the Oakley Vanguards, let me know how you like them. I'm your boy Money Matt. It's been a pleasure. I see you folks in the next one. Peace.